Morning. So we're at a truck stop and we parked next to this trailer that's not hooked up to anyone. So it's the first time we stayed at a truck stop the entire trip, but it's pretty nice. So it's a Love's, but this trailer, it was nice having the trailer next to us. So now we're gonna take off and get to White Sands National Monument. Alright, so we are leaving Fort Stockton. It's 7:55 and we gain an hour back today in New Mexico, being mountain time. So we're going to White Sands National Monument, and then from there we'll head west to Albuquerque, and there's 3 national monuments there in the area going toward Arizona. Basically it's too cold to go through Boise or up through Utah. The only way to get across the mountains by Saturday is Southern California. Otherwise it's in the mid to low 20s or even teens. So there must be a big cold front in the entire west. But I figured it out. So the truck stop was nice. It does, I think we do sleep better with the noise. And it was free, which is awesome. Alright, so I think to the left is the Guadalupe National Mountain Park. I'm not sure what it's called. It's probably 100 miles away, or at least 80. But Carlsbad Caverns is north of it. So we're on Texas Highway 285 north, going to Pecos. Definitely in the middle of oil country. There's oil wells everywhere. Very flat, straight road. It's nice after the last few days. And we should get into mountain time in the next hour. That's Pecos, way off in the distance. Probably can't see it in the camera. So we keep passing all of these, I think they're oil service workers camps. They have looks like hundreds of hookups at some of them for RVs and trailers. And they have the little prefab trailers brought in for them to live in. It'd be nice if regular people can stay in the campgrounds and pay somehow. Imagine it'd be cheap, because there's no other services, and I don't even know if they have bathrooms, honestly. So we have 100 miles to Carlsbad. Then from there we go north a bit, and then we turn west toward White Sands, which I've never been to before. So it looks like we're getting close to Pecos. And so far, at least when you get back into civilization, the roads are super nice in Texas. Even the interstate was really nice. Definitely spend money on their infrastructure. But I guess when you have all this revenue, it's not too hard. And they do have a lot of people. crossed I-20 going to El Paso West, and I wonder if it's Amarillo or is it Dallas to the east. I'm not really sure. I think it's Amarillo or somewhere that way. But this is Pecos. I think it's a fairly decent sized town. Lots of truck stops. They're all really nice, actually. Like the ones we went to have been very clean. Bathrooms are good. Looks like a lot of new motels, hotels. They got a Walmart. First rodeo, Pecos, Texas. It'd be fun to see a rodeo here. I've never seen an actual real rodeo. So we are, I think we're about 45 minutes south of Carlsbad, New Mexico. Lots of oil stuff still. I think it goes into Mexico, or New Mexico, I mean. Have great cell phone coverage now, though. I remember driving through here 20-some years ago before the oil boom, and it was literally empty. I mean, there was no traffic on the roads back then. Now you have trucks and cars and workers, and it's definitely different. So I don't know if you can see it. We might have passed it too quick, but there's another giant encampment for the oil service workers. They have a cafe. I bet we could eat there and pay. They have a giant RV park. It reminds me of Alaska, actually, when you drive up to the oil fields from watching the TV shows and stuff. When they have all the services for the truckers and the oil people. It'd be kind of neat if we could eat there, actually. I bet the food's good and reasonable. We are in Orla, Texas. Looks like nothing but an oil town. Pretty much all they have is a truck stop and oil services stuff everywhere. I don't see anything else. Crazy how diesel is so much here, and driving from Fort Worth to San Antonio, it's less than $2 everywhere. Here it's $2.45 at this place, and we're in the middle of, unless there's just no refineries in the area, so they have to ship it out and then ship it back. 47 miles to Carlsbad, 30 to Malaga. And another giant encampment. That one doesn't look so nice. That reminds me of the military encampments in the Middle East. Just a bunch of trailers, and you walk down a hall in the middle, and you got your little room on each side. So we just entered New Mexico, and the speed limit's 45 in this construction zone. There's a lot of construction on this highway. They have porta potties just there. Like, you just stop on the side of the road and you can go use the porta potties. This is Loving, New Mexico. Still in the middle of oil country. This is probably it is the biggest town since Pecos, Texas, 75 miles ago. And we're about 10 miles from Carlsbad, which is big. And north of that is Roswell, which we're not going through. Thought it would be fun, but we don't really have time, and probably a lot of the museums are closed anyway because of COVID, and that's all they have is the alien stuff. Giant oil train in front of us. Nothing but tankers. Wow, it goes on for miles, it looks like. Must be a rail car sighting thing. Looks like. Fill them up there. So they got a big pond they made with digging a hole and putting plastic down and filled it with water, and all the trucks, looks like they fill up, get the water there for the oil service and stuff, or oil wells even, whenever they, for the fracking. Carlsbad, New Mexico, finally. 3,100 foot elevation. You don't realize you're that high. So the road is subject to sinkhole 1,000 feet ahead. I've never seen a sign like that before.
Keep right to continue on South Canal Street.
Like, how do they know it's subject to sinkhole? So Carlsbad Caverns is to the left. We basically didn't go there because the bats fly out.
Keep right to continue on South Canal Street, then slight right to stay on South Canal Street.
Between 5 and 8 p.m. in the evening, well, you have to watch it from the parking lot now because of COVID. There's no, you can't go to the amphitheater and listen to the ranger talk and all that.
Take the next right to stay on South Canal Street.
And you can't go in the cave either because it's closed. So
Continue on South Canal Street for 1.5 miles.
I don't even remember if there's trails there, honestly, besides the cave. So hopefully next year it'll be open again. Oh, they have a nice, super big new Walmart here. Definitely camp in that parking lot, it looks like. So this town is how I remember it. It's not really that scenic at all. Oh, we're coming up on the main street downtown. Maybe it gets better. Can't remember. But when we're driving through so far, there's nothing special about it. It might have a historic downtown. Yeah, half a mile before we turn left. Alright, now we're on New Mexico 524 West and 8 miles. Yeah, oh, the main part of Carlsbad was straight ahead, and there looks like there's some type of river where they dammed up. So it probably is fairly historic, I bet, if we would have kept going straight. So we're going to miss going through the downtown, basically. Alright, so we left Carlsbad, and it looks like it's going to get more scenic. Some rough houses out here. Pretty poor. Of course, most of Texas looks pretty poor when you get to the rural areas. If you're not by the oil field, at least. Just noticed we're getting into the yucca and different cactus stuff now again. Actually a big state on the if you look at it in the atlas, I remember it seems like it would be small, but in the scale it's drawn out to fit on one page. It takes a long time to drive around New Mexico. So the Carlsbad KOA is in this area. Oh, it's right down that road, so it's kind of by the lake in the state park. Looks like it'd be a nice place to stay. It's got full service, cell phone service. So far we really like the KOAs on our trip, this trip. And the Sam Goody ones too. So we're still in the oil field area in New Mexico. I think this west in New Mexico. That one town we went through a while back, half hour ago, so maybe a couple minutes in the video, was Artesia. And I don't know if you're gonna see it in the sign, but it looked pretty neat. So we have to go over the Lincoln Forest Mountains, and it's like an 8,500 foot pass, so it should be neat. And I think the base elevation when we start going up is 4,000 feet maybe. So I did it once before, I think, a long time ago. If I did, I don't remember it. But I'm wondering if I had to go around because of forest fires. But it should be our highest pass before we get home, I think, at this point. Could have went around it, but it'll be fun. And it's the quickest way to White Sands National Monument. But it's pretty empty out here. It's 62 outside, so that's not bad. I think we've started going up into the Lincoln Forest mountain range. I haven't seen any signs yet, but from the east it's pretty gradual. It's not, all the signs make the other side seem really steep. And there's 2 towns that we go through. Hopefully they're interesting. Yes, I would say 5,000 feet or 6,000 feet. The pass is 8,500 feet. I don't see any peaks. So we're going through a construction site following the pilot car. This one, usually they go faster than this. He's doing like 25, 30. We had to wait about 5 minutes maybe. It wasn't too bad. Supposedly it's only 2 miles. So soon we should be in the national forest in 5 to 6 miles, I think. Into the 35-mile-an-hour curves. Hopefully it gets scenic. Looks like it'd be fun to hike on these trails if they have trails. So we're entering Lincoln National Forest. By the look of it, I don't think they have any pine trees or evergreen trees, unless we go up a lot yet. congested area next 5 miles. Must be a bunch of cabins and resort stuff, maybe. Oh, so this is Mayhill. Looks like there's a little restaurant, store up ahead, and gas station. Oh yeah, Mayhill Cafe. That looks pretty historic. Definitely would stop there if we had time. And if we were in a car, for sure. So there are pine trees now. And we're gradually going up still. Just passed a sign that said Sacramento Mountain Retreat. So I wonder if these are the Sacramento Mountains. But we're definitely in the pine trees now. It's still 69 degrees, pretty warm. Finally lost cell phone service. Oh, and there's a nice campground there. That's too bad. So the next town is Cloudcroft. And then we start going down the mountain, 4,000 feet down. So we just passed a place called Lazy Day Cabins and RV Resort, and it has a 4G cell phone service, so that would be fun to stay at. It's fun to stay without cell service, but it is always a nice plus when you have cell service. There gotta be 7,000 to 8,000 feet, I would think. See if we keep going up. Kind of in a valley, it looks like. But I'm guessing we have 10 more miles, maybe. We'll start going down. There's some snow on the road coming up. So this is from a week ago, Monday. Albuquerque had 11 inches of snow. So they must have had a foot or two up here, a couple feet. And I think it's been in the 60s, you know, since it snowed up here. And fairly warm at night. So for that little bit to be there, must have been a lot. It's 67 out right now. We have bear crossing signs. Or wait, that's a cow. And that's an elk. No bears. This is probably the most gradual climb to 8,500 feet in the country. I mean, it's not steep at all going up. There's some more snow. You can see. Oh, this is Cloudcroft. I missed the elevation sign. Alright, I think we're almost to the top. Another 3 miles. I think we're going down at most. .6% grade next 16 miles. I don't think 6% is that bad. We'll find out though. They make all commercial vehicles take the Highway 244, it looks like. So there actually is a town. Welcome to Cloudcroft. So the ski resort is named Cloudcroft too. So we're gonna pull over here and go to a quick bathroom break. Looks like a fairly big town. So I think we're at around 8,500 feet roughly. 61, it definitely got cold. Like I'm gonna pull over up here, and because I think we're going down after this. Ah, looks like there's a parking lot. Go in this shopping center.
In 400 feet, turn left onto Burrow Avenue. Turn left onto Burrow Avenue, then turn left onto Hulu Place.
I want to go on that one. This is neat. Kind of like a old west town.
Can we stop here?
Maybe we'll stop here. So this is Cloudcroft, New Mexico. So it looks like there's a lot of restaurants there. So we went to a bake shop and I got pistachio loaf and a cheese and green chili bread, and then we got kolache and a bacon and green chili cinnamon roll, but instead of cinnamon and sugar it has the bacon and the green chili. Really good.